Hello everybody, good evening, hi all. Okay, so yesterday we have completed one listing development. Today we are going to see another simple listing. So this not much take time. So that when whoever having any doubts related to the listing development yesterday's today's class, so we can discuss in the rest of the class. Okay. So here this listing we are going to do in today's class. Like yesterday how we develop the listing. So today also we are going to develop the another listing. Okay, this listing number is 16 to 1 2. Okay. So whenever you have assigned any listing, what we do? So we just go to the mock shells folder and go to the listings folder. Okay. So here you can see the 16 to 1 to folder. Okay, so listing you need to open so that you will find the layout of the 16 to 1 to. Okay, so here, so they want to be statistician was telling us to develop this listing with the two variables, that is USUBJID as well as RFICDTC, nothing but subject number information along with each and every subject when the informed consent was given to the clinic. Okay, so informed consent nothing but, so the subject is voluntarily signed into that form to participate in the clinical trial. So every study, we are doing some clinical trial and the human subject, the human subject should be given a consent. Okay, so he agreeing all the terms and condition and he are going to participate in the study. He know all the risks and benefits, everything he read carefully. After that he given the sign, so to participate in the study, that form we can call it as informed consent. Okay, that process. So each and every subject when the informed consent was given the date, so they want to show in this listing. Okay, so how to write this programming, so we'll see one by one step. So like yesterday program we take as a reference and we can do this listing very easily. Okay, so yesterday listing 16 to 1 1, right? So first listing was done. This is the second listing. So simple. You can take the header part first and you can save into the program folder. So go to the project. In this program folder, you need to enter so 212. Okay. So listing 16 212. Okay. So save it. So here this program is 212 and here the date is 4th. Yeah, so fine. So next what we do, yesterday what we done, just simply calling the library. Okay, here also we do the same thing. We simply calling the library because the source data set for any tables and listings or figures are Adam data sets. Now we are calling the Adam data sets into our SAS environment. Okay, simply we can create the Adam library so that all the Adam data sets there in the outside of this environment, here all the Adam data sets are there in this folder. So we are copying this path and make it the library so that all the data sets are into the SAS environment. So now we can easily use this data set for development. Okay, so here ADSL data set is there. So as per the structure, mock shell, so they are telling us to take the variable from the ADSL data set. Okay, so this variable we have to take from the ADSL data set, and the RFICDTC also we have to take the variable from the ADSL data set. Okay, so what we do, so we are taking those two variables from the ADSL. So yesterday, so we have take 4 variables. Now we are taking only the 2 variables. First one is the USUBJID. Second one is the RFICDTC, is the informed consent date. Okay. Create one temporary data set. Just check the log whenever you move to the data set verification. So log is clear without any warnings and errors. Go to the work library and you can check the ADSL dataset which you created containing the 2 variables. Okay, fine, 2 variables, each and every subject when the informed consent was given. So we have seen in the dataset. Now we are going to represent this information into the RTF file. Okay, so dataset was created. Fine. Now we need to add the titles and footnotes and this part. Just copy the thing and paste it. So whoever attended, this is the first class, please watch the yesterday recording so that it is easy for you to understanding this class. So yesterday who are already attended, so this is easy. Yesterday I already explained each and everything in detail. So just I take that code and modify according to this listing too. Okay, so title 1, title 2 same. So title 3 we need to change as per this one. So title 3 is this one, 16212 informed consent. So I just change that information. And next here the footnote also this one and calling the RTF style of macro, and here also 16212. So remaining everything same. Okay. So now,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, here with the style, sir,
Hmm.
how will you know it's the same style, sir? Like,
So wherever you are calling this RTF style of macro, so here you can see styles.test has been saved. Okay. So this style we can use here. Okay. So style keyword, this template, the template, once you run this template, that the template was created, that we are going to apply to this RTF style. Otherwise the general RTF output was produced, but we are expecting this style of output, right? So the client or CRO people will provide you that macro, no worries on that one. So you can use that macro directly, calling that macro, so that the styles was produced, the styles related template. So you can use the styles.test here by using the style keyword. Automatically this all the styles which are included in the macro was applied to this RTF file. Okay.
thank you, sir.
So next we can write the PROC report as per this listing. Simply you can copy paste here. So what are the variables here? Only 2 variables. One is the USUBJID and second one is this variable. Okay. Yesterday listing we have 4, but here only 2. So next we have to define each and every variable. So the first variable USUBJID subject in the first line, number in the second line, that was in a yesterday listing. But here, so they don't want to split the subject number label, so they want to put everything in a one line. So here everything in a one line. Only 2 variables are there, right? So total up to 99 we can use, right? So first variable I am assigning 50, second variable I am going to assign the 49, so that total 99 will cover. So what is the second variable here? RFICDTC, and you can see the label is date of informed consent form, informed consent. So everything was left aligned as per the listing. Okay. So 2 variables we are mentioned in the column, and 2 variables we defined, and we given the label and we given the cell width, how much occupancy was there for each variable. Okay. So next, above one line and below one line is needed. So here this is the line purpose, right? Above one line, below one line, and just run and close the RTF style of output. Okay, so do the same thing. Now you run entire programming. You can see. So each and every subject number when the data of informed consent form of the subject. So 1001, the subject given the informed consent on 3rd March, and this subject given on the 11th December 2020. So this subject was given and this date, so that each and every subject when the informed consent was given, that type of information the statistician is expecting in this listing. So they have given a layout. Now we are creating the listing with the data. Okay, so this data set information we are printing into the RTF file so that everybody can easily understand, and even the submission team also expecting the information in this format. So these we can call it as listings. Okay, listings are nothing but list of the data into the specific RTF or PDF, any format. Okay, so this subject, this date, like that, you can see we are using the order of the USUBJID, so that so it is sorted like this: 001 first, 002, like that, it was sorted and printed. Okay.
Hi Shiva, sorry to interrupt you, Shiva.
Yeah.
You told the definition of the listings are nothing but the list of data in the form of RTF and
RTF or PDF. Sometimes the client is expecting in the PDF format. So instead of RTF, we need to produce the here we are producing the RTF, right? So generally we give the PDF. But that time they will give separate macro. But nowadays everybody is expecting the output in the RTF format. Even the client and USFDA submission team also, they are asking everything in RTF format. Okay.
is there any reasons, Shiva, why they are looking for the RTF?
Because
Is there any particular reason?
so whenever they come to the audit, so if you are changing anything in manually, so they can easily trace up. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Shiva.
Yeah.
Sir, in the program for informed consent, you haven't mentioned order, right? So is it not a problem here?
Yeah, it is not a problem, because here you can see if the subject we are sorting in that way, automatically the subject related record also sorted, right? So for example, if you are using proc sort with this variable, already this associated information observation also sorted, right? So that the same case, this
Yes.
order nothing but proc sort by variable how it is acting. This order also will act, as well as order what they do. So multiple records are there, so it will group and it will order. So for example, like this is there. Okay. So for example, in future, next listing also getting like this. For example, one subject has two records. So in that cases, if you are applying the order, so it was printed like this. Only one time it will print. So but the two records it will print. Okay. So what it means, the below record also associated with this record. Okay. So even the subject has three records are there. Okay. So 2000 like 11, just I'm telling. So for three, if the subject having three record, and this, if you are applying the order, so it will group and order. Okay, so it will group three times. So this is nothing but, so these three records belong to this one. The below two rows, it was not printing the subject number. Okay, so this will show in tomorrow's class if the more than one record cases of the subject, so how the order is going to act. So at the present, if the subject has only one record, if you check this data set, 1001 have one record, 002 has, every subject has only one record. So that is why if you are using the order, so it will do the sorting, like so if you are applying the proc sort by variable, how it is be sorted, in the similar way this order will sort this USUBJID and print the subject in this way. So if the client also seeing everything should be 1001 first and 1002 second, like that. Here he is expecting, if you are 5 number first and 2 number second, if you are printed in that way, so he need to whether they want to check one subject, you want to search and check. But if you are printing like this, so which subject they want to check, directly they will go and check easily, right?
Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
I'm thinking if you put order for the second variable,
So there is no
uh,
change. Even if
give
you
you
are
error.
no error,
Error,
nothing.
sir.
So
I mean, like the data will be mismatched, sir.
no, because
It's going to sort. No.
no, here already in the column variable, if you are giving this is also column also acting as a by variable. Okay, procs are by variable, how it is act. So this column keyword also acting, so automatically it will sort USUBJID wise RFICDTC. Even if you are giving order also, there is no not impacting any data. Okay, so if you are run this also, you can see there is no issue with this one. Okay, so even the log is clear, even the data also 1001, because only one record is there. That record already, we are giving the order here is sub JID. If more than one record is there, that time if you are giving this order, it will impact. Otherwise, no impact. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I'm having a doubt on this compute before and compute after statement.
Okay.
So in that, we are having an output width and border top width, right? So I just tried the program,
Mhm.
and without output width also, it's providing the output, but I'm just little confused because I tried different combinations of like border top with border bottom with
Mhm.
something like that. So, what this border top with will exactly do, sir?
So here, so I just increasing this line. Okay. So here 0.5 I'm giving. So if you give 1.5, so we'll see. You can see the top line width. Okay, so it is somewhat thicker, right? So if you give the width, so increasing the width, so automatically it will giving the thickness of the line. So if you are giving the border bottom, so here you can see the line little bit, instead of here they will give getting the bottom. Okay, if something if you are giving, so top I am giving. So just I am writing one more line at the one, for example, text. Okay. Now you can see the text was under the line. Okay. Line was printed and the text was printed below this one. So if you are giving this one as the bottom, now we can see the text was printed above, the below the bottom line was printed. Okay. So this is the difference between the if you are giving the top and bottom. So something if you are applying another text or anything. So if you are giving the bottom line, so this was printed first and the below the bottom line was printed. If you are giving something text and if you are giving the top, the line was also printed. Line then the text was printed. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, but while giving border top with, there is some space, right?
Yeah.
So it will
So
also do
we
with
can,
that.
if the client is asking, so they want to remove. Also, you can, add this one. Here you can see the mark cell also, they are providing some space, right? So we can, exactly matching with the
Yeah,
mark
sir.
shell. So that is why we, our getting. Even every client is asking in this way. So they are not asking like this. So the label should not be hanging. It should be stuck to the bottom line. and so sometimes so they want this space, and some client they don't want this space. If they don't want the space, simply you can so write the instead of top you can write bottom, so to remove the space. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Got it.
So hope everybody tried yesterday
And
programming.
if you want to mention that with,
Yeah.
sorry, sir. Like if we want to give that in the middle, like we want to have the space above and below, what option you need to use?
I'm not getting you. So which option?
Like we just found border bottom width and top width, right?
Hmm.
So border, if we give border top width, we'll be having a space in the top. That is the text above, right? So if you want to have that heading or that labels in the middle, like we need to have a space above and below also. What we need to do?
Okay. So you can give one more space here. Let me try. So with the space, you can get the space below also here. So it is not working out here. But as per this template, so all the RTF related information they are, into that one. But here it is not working. But so if you want to line and below also you want to space, you can give like this, so that it will work. But I don't know whether it is working in this SAS environment or not. But it is not working. So in that cases, one more idea is there. So here, so you can give some split character here. Okay. So again, some space you can give. Now you can try once. If this is also not working. Don't know. So we are giving this. So border. So this was the default line it was printing, and okay. So instead of this, we can try the bottom once. So these are the trial and error method, because what are the client provided macro if they given are all the RTF styles they given. So we simply apply that style. Yes, even still it was not working here. But what is the method? You need a space before and after. So simply you can write the one more line space here. Okay, so line space here, so that it will work out. Maybe it is a pirated version SAS, not genuine version, it not working. But so this is the way. So if you want a space above and below, so you can simply give the above space and below space, it's fine. Okay, so you can also try. I'll also check any
Yes.
alternate methods are there to get that one, but the requirement is like that, so we need to check and work out. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So don't must think about this RTF styles and etc. because so every client has a different RTF style, So not major changes, 5 to 10% changes are there. Some clients, so they are expecting in a different font. Okay. So here this client is expecting like Courier New, some are Times in Roman. So everything they defined in the RTF style app macro, that macro they will provide you. Simply you can call that macro and apply all the styles to your RTF style, but be focus on how you are reporting the variables is main important, and the remaining styles was applied by that macro will taken care. Okay. Yeah, so anybody having any other doubt? So hope everybody started yesterday programming practice. Okay, so that is why I'm not much taking much programming in today's class. So whoever not started programming, please started practice the program, because without practice there is no use of learning all this clinical project. So what the clinical SAS programmer doing in the industry day-to-day activities, here we are doing. So if you are practice well, so you get some clinical knowledge. So with this knowledge, you can easily clear the interview and enter into the industry if you are interested. Okay, so without practice, if you are looking and watching the class, it is so easy to understand. But whenever you start practicing without seeing, so then you will get a what are the complex and what are the challenges. Then only you will know. Okay, that is why I told you to start practicing. Then you will get more and more doubt. So you can ask in the class. I will clarify. Okay. Yeah.
Hi Shiva, I
Yeah.
have few questions.
Yeah. Tell
Like
me.
how to remember all the ADTM, SDTM variables and also the models. I mean,
So here, so yes, I'll tell you the technique also once Adam classes are started, but the listing cases, no need to remember anything. So if they annotated, you can simply go that annotation and we can do the selecting that variable. Otherwise, you need to check. Okay. So
okay,
daily, if you are looking at ADSL 365 days, after 1 year, you can easily know. So what are the variables are there in the ADSL? Because daily
okay,
8 hours you are looking at ADSL data set. That means you can easily remember, right? So you don't need to buy hard also. In the similar way, so once this 1.5 month, so daily you are looking the data set, you can easily remember the variable names. Okay.
okay. And also one more question. During interview session, do they ask all these variables and
Yeah.
listings and
Some
dimensions?
some some interview people may ask you, can you please tell me some variables in the data set? Like that they'll ask you. So
Okay,
while practicing the Adam programming, so you can easily remember some variables. Okay, no worries.
and also like I'm looking for electronic record forms. So is it been explained like 21 CRF and all those
No,
things?
no, that was out of the syllabus. So as a clinical science programming, no need to learn all the thing. Only our
Okay.
work is to produce the tables, listings, figure, Adam as well as
Mm-hmm.
SGT. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Please practice these two listings, and tomorrow we'll with one more listing explanation. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.